We are back in Isan. We're on a road trip today. We're leaving Sisaket. We're going to go to Yasothon, and then at the end of the video we're going to end up in a place called Roi Et. 3 provinces today, and I just want to apologize about the last video. If you saw, I was at my wit's end. I've just been suffering lately from creative burnout, a little bit of traveler's fatigue, and I've been suffering with, unfortunately, traveler's belly, aka diarrhea. In fact, if you're wondering why I'm just in the side of the middle of nowhere here, it's because, you know, toilet roll and stops at the back of a bush are a thing at the moment for me, which is not good. But that happens when you travel, and, you know, we're out here in the countryside where the food is spicy, and it's just not sitting well with me. However, don't worry about that, because we're coming on an adventure today. I thought I'd throw on my little red checkered shirt. I never really wear this anymore, and I don't know why, because it's my lucky charm. Me and Dreamy never have a bad day when I'm wearing this, so we've thrown it on today because we're having another adventure. We're just going to have a positive attitude today, aren't we, Dreamy? Yep, see? So strap in and let's have another adventure in Isan. Beep beep. We are here in Yasothon province, and we're at the #1 tourist attraction or site of interest in this province, which is a beautiful lake with a nice view, and as you can hear, the birds are chirping. But there are 2 interesting statues. The first is a traditional Naga. It's a very important spiritual image in Buddhism, and he's always spraying water or near the river or the Mekong, sometimes near the ocean. We saw many of these on our trips in Payao Lake, and some of the provinces here in Isan along the Mekong, and if I remember rightly, I've seen it a few times in the south. And the second one, and way more interesting, is this one behind me here. There's a giant toad. So every single province that I've traveled to has an animal that's the theme, or the provincial animal, and you see them normally at traffic lights, just all over the towns and cities, and sometimes it's peacocks, and sometimes it's tigers, and sometimes it's horses, and here in Yasothon I think it's the toad, and they've got this huge big red toad, and you can actually pay money to go in and get a look at the view from the mouth. But I'm not really bothered. I've flown the drone and I've had a perspective, and it's nice. But yeah, I don't think we'll go in. Check out these ladies and gentlemen and cows. They're doing some sort of procession. And what I've found on my research, I think I'm doing like a master's thesis in Thailand, or it feels like it anyway. But what I've learned is I thought central Thailand was going to be where they were just vast, endless rice fields and nothing really going on. But that turned out to be actually full of lots of interesting things, and incredible national parks, waterfalls, ancient cities, and plenty of history and, you know, immense amounts of culture. However, out here in this particular area, for the last 4 or 5 provinces in Isan, you can tell that this is just open space used for growing food and crops. So if you don't mind, I think I'm going to take Dreamy to the garage. I've got a problem with Dreamy. I just want to check something, and we'll get some lunch, and then we'll get on back on the road, because it's another 2.5 hours through probably even more beautiful endless rice and fields to get to Roi Et. Okay, so this is the Honda shop. Now, there's a Honda shop in every town, every big town across Thailand, basically. And this one's really nice. Look how big the mechanical area is. So they normally have the shop that you see all the motorbikes where they sell and everything. But if you go down the side or around the back, every single one has a garage. And normally, like now, I just drive in and say, hey, Dreamy's maybe broken. Can you take a look at her? So they're going to take a look, and then we'll find out what's wrong. But I think the oil's run out. Yeah, so the oil's run out. They always say in Thai, mot leo, which means it's finished or it's gone. I was wondering why. I thought to myself, oh, maybe the oil leak has fixed itself. No, the oil has run out. And if you remember, when we were in Ratchathani, I'd done a 700-kilometer drive from Samui, and I had been leaking oil the entire time, and then the next day the engine blew up. Oh no, oh no, oh no. So what I'm doing now is I'm coasting along. I'm like going 70 miles an hour. I'm not going full speed. Just keeping her as happy as can be, and just making sure that when she's leaking oil, and when she's not, we bring her to Honda and we say, hey, I don't think there's any oil in our engine. So with Dreamy having her fill of oil, it was time for me to have my fill of food. And I found this nice little cafe in the town centre, and I smashed a cream cheese and ham bagel, a really naughty marshmallow and white chocolate cookie, don't tell anyone. And then I just got back on the road. It was another 3 hours to Roi Et. The countryside in Isan, as beautiful as it is, you know, I'm learning that I need extra stimulation than just rice fields. I need mountains, I need clouds, I need drama, I need coastlines, I need limestone cliffs, just to keep these drives interesting. It's just flat and country roads. You have to be careful for potholes and animals, and you have to go slowly. And so just driving from town to town is taking all day, every day, and I just feel like all I seem to be doing here in Isan is driving on flat, straight roads. And so I was really happy when I got to Roi Et, because they had a huge, quite impressive tower in the middle of the city. And let me just take a look. It's an interesting looking tower, isn't it? Kind of got that concrete centre part, and then almost looks like a windpipe. What's that instrument called? You know, that windpipe where they blow into it. See, this is what happens when you drive a motorbike all day, every day. Your brain just turns to mashed potato. There it is, the trusty oil leak. That's what we like to see, okay? At least we know there's oil in the engine. I'll just rest up a little bit, but then, yeah, we'll go check out the tower and the surrounding area of the city centre and see what we can find. Okay, this is exactly typical of the kind of room that I get normally. If I just come and show you. Twin or double, plug socket, aircon, telly that I never use, mini fridge to keep the water and the beer in from 7, and then I haven't got the key card in there, but yeah, you know, a crappy little shower that barely has any pressure. That's the typical Paddy room. There is a balcony, but you can't go in there. It's just a weird thing. And annoyingly, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so the whole day I've been on the bike. You know, Google Maps says 2 hours. I let, you know, 2 or 3 hours to what it was, and then an hour and 2, you know, whatever, I don't know, my brain's fried. but all day on the bike, and all we've seen is a toad. So, Isan, come on, like let's have some things to do and see. That would be nice. Oh God. Whoa, scary. It's cool that you can do this. It's pretty high. Hi. You do get a really good view, to be honest, of the city. There's a really nice lake. Wow, that's beautiful. You can see the temple grounds. And then vastness, green fields. Don't look right down, otherwise you get really, ooh, no. Not much to see on this side. Apparently it's not the top. Apparently there's another level. So we're just going up this lavender staircase. Ah, this is more like it. Fresh air. You can really feel that cool breeze. Look. Oh, it's so... Girls, you probably don't get the same feeling as guys, but our balls go inside ourselves. Oh, when we look down, like, I mean, maybe girls have a similar thing, just not with their balls. Oh no, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm good. 50 baht though, you can't go wrong with that. Oh no. It's giving me the willies, as we say. It's giving me the willies. The tower. Thumbs up for the tower. And let's go have a walk around this lake, like I said. But check out these guys. This is what I love most about just being in a different town every other day or day. Is coming into the middle, you know, the park. I was fully expecting these pigeons to just move out of the way, but they were just like, no, we're not moving. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, I think I'm going to end the video here. I've had a lovely day, to be fair, on the bike. Just too many hours in between each village. And if you had a car, it would take you an hour. But for me, it takes three. And then tomorrow, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to continue the journey to Kalasin. It's been a long week. It's been a long few weeks. I don't know when. I think it was after I finished the north and I spent a week in Roi. And I was busy writing the ebook of Northern Thailand. I kind of had a spring in my step again, but I don't know what's happened recently. I just feel far away from everything and everyone. Lovely jubbly.